is Nick, and thank you for tuning into Delacon's webcast. In this short webcast, I'm going to show you a demonstration of Delacon's call tracking software. I'm going to set up a test account. I'm then going to go into Google and search some keywords, click through to the Delacon website, make a call to the Delacon call tracking number, and then I'll show you the call reports, which will show the exact keywords that I just typed into Google before I clicked through and made a telephone call. We're going to go into the business directory here, which is where we will set up the test call. We're going to call it test call. I'm going to put in an email address of my colleague, which will receive an email after I make the call. This is my colleague's mobile number, which will become the termination number, or the number which answers the call tracking number. We're going to turn the whisper message on, which I'll explain about a little later, and we're going to track all references. So we'll click submit. That's the first part of setting it up. We're now going to open a Google window and we're going to do a search. Let's say, for example, I was looking for some new car insurance. I might go into Google and, for example, search for cheap car insurance. If I search for cheap car insurance, it brings up a whole lot of paid ads and some organic results. Obviously Delacon does not deal with cheap car insurance, so what I need to do is I need to force Google to bring up the Delacon website in the results with these keywords. So what I'm going to do is just type in Delacon survey IVR, and hopefully that will bring up the Delacon website, which it does. So I'm going to click through to the survey line page on our website. Now, because this is just a test number on our live website, we have the JavaScript code that displays the call tracking number just discreetly in the bottom left hand corner of the screen down here, the 0291864639 number. Now that number can either be a landline telephone number, or it can also be a 1300 or a 1800 telephone number. Right, so I'm just going to dial that number now.
Another lead from demo.
So what you heard just there was what's called the whisper message. It's a fully customized message that's played to the person receiving the telephone call, and it provides a little bit of information about that call to them. So say, for example, you were an online directory comparing insurance prices and you sent a telephone call to, say, NRMA Insurance, etc. The message might say, another lead from online insurance comparison site.com.au. It's a way to reinforce that you've just sent a telephone call to your client. Right, so we've made the test call. We'll now go back into the Delacon web portal where we'll have a look at the call reporting. This is the high-level report where you select a date range, you select one of the numbers that you have with us. It shows a high-level report based on calls broken down into not answered, busy and answered. We'll now go back into the main report, which is the call report version 1. And at the bottom here we can see the most recent telephone call that was made. This, you can see here, is my mobile number. This is my colleague's mobile number. Here is the time and date of the call. The result was normal, meaning it was answered. The duration of the call was 2 seconds. We'll scroll across to here where we can see it was a Google free search. We can see the keywords cheap car insurance, Delacon survey IVR, that I searched in Google. We go across to here where we see the full referrer URL, the landing page on the Delacon website, the IP address of my computer that surfed through Google to the Delacon website, and the user agent as well, which tells me that I looked at the website in the Mozilla Firefox web browser. So that's essentially the call report in a nutshell. I'll show you a couple of other little reports that we have of interest, and this is probably the most interesting one, which is the Geographic based reporting, which will show you again for all the call tracking numbers you have, all broken down into particular clients that you have, where the calls to the call tracking number are coming from, broken down into the various states of Australia and into mobile calls. So that's it for today's webcast. Thank you very much for tuning in, and if you do have any inquiries, just call one of our friendly staff on 1300 990 999.